What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. Wanted to touch on the Bitcoin price action relative to the whole Chinese, devaluating their currency, the trade war. But I want to show you an interesting correlation with Tether that I haven't shown you guys before. So then you're going to find it really, really interesting. So stick around for that. Here is our Bitcoin chart. Our money makers have been firing really awesome entries on this. If you're interested in getting the money maker, head over to tradelikeagenius.com. We got specials running through Sunday night. If you want just the indicator, you can get that as well. And using the promo code Father's Day, that'll get you a big discount on the indicator. This thing has been just on a tear as far as signaling entries. I'm really, really happy with it. And a lot of people in the room are using it, taking their own discretionary trades with it with great success. All right, so let's dive into this video and check out this Tether action.
Trade Genius.
All right, guys, as we've shown you in previous videos, we've overlaid the Chinese yuan as it trades against the dollar. So as this is going up, this orange line, that's basically showing devaluation in the Chinese currency. And this basically has just really flowed with the Bitcoin rise coming out of this break of the 4,000 level or so. So that's been pretty obvious that it's correlating with the Chinese devaluation. Then I want to show you something interesting. The next thing I'm going to show you is the Tether chart, and that actually shows how it leads price. And what I think is happening here, guys, is that as things are devaluating for the Chinese currency, I think what they're doing is they're getting Tether and then purchasing Bitcoin. So the devaluation kind of flows with the Bitcoin price, but the actual mechanics behind it, the converting to Tether to buy Bitcoin, I think that's where we really get a good indication of where Bitcoin price is headed currently in this cycle with the trade war and everything like that. So check this out. So this is a chart. Basically what we're doing here is we have the Bitcoin dollar chart that we usually have, right? The candles here and the price is over here. And what this line here represents, this green line, is the Tether market cap. So as more Tethers are being created because they're getting more deposits into their treasury to get Tethers, this goes up. This is leading the Bitcoin price up and down. So if we start back, let's just say back in August of 2018, you still had this correlation. There was a big pump in Tethers. Sure enough, price comes up. Came right back down. Price with Tether held though. Then Tether's price started to drop and it fell right through the relationship there down here. And what happens? This 6,000 floor gave way. So this was a big heads up with this drop in Tether on the future price of Bitcoin. If we notice here toward the bottom, Tether started trending back up. So did the price of Bitcoin, lower lows or higher lows. And then what ended up happening is it shot back up. Okay, so the price of Tether kept trending up, and then price shot back up. And then all of a sudden you started to see a big spike in Tether. And then what ended up happening, the price of Bitcoin followed. And now we're continuing to see that. So back here when this pullback happened, and we were talking about, Tether, we were seeing the yuan devaluing. We're starting to see the Tether inflows increase. And sure enough, now we're seeing another push up. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to see price run up and touch this line. This line is more or less kind of just a guide to say that, hey, if this is going up and Bitcoin hasn't started its move yet, expect a move up. So whether or not Bitcoin reaches and touches this line or surpasses it, that's not something that can be guaranteed off of this. This is just more a heads up that you will see a decent move if you see this going up and price of Bitcoin hasn't really reacted yet. And if it really starts to move away from it like it did here, right? Once you were in this consolidation here and this thing's still moving up, this is going to break higher. So we'll keep tabs on this, guys. Keep coming back to the channel. We're going to keep tabs on this because in this current cycle, this is what is really mattering. So if we see either the trade war settle down and things get resolved on that front, the yuan starts to end its devaluation, or we see Tether is starting to drop, then we might have a heads up that this current cycle might be taking a breather. It will eventually. They always do as we get towards certain periods in the halving approach. We'll have periods of up and then periods of down and consolidation. This might give us a really nice heads up on that. So guys, I thought I would share that with you. Very interesting stuff. Again, I think this This tells me high likelihood Chinese are buying tethers to move capital out of the country, right? Because they have capital controls. They can only move so much legally. It's real easy to get a stable coin and move that, or it's a lot easier to do that. And this looks like it's translating into tethers into BTC, and that's how they are offsetting the inflation that they're going to be seeing as their currency is devaluing. They're already seeing a huge spike in food prices. So again, I think this is all very bullish for an inflation hedge like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably the greatest inflation hedge we've ever seen in our lifetimes. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Please hit like and subscribe. Again, if you're interested in our products, head over to tradelikeagenius.com. I will see you on the next video. Take care.
Trade Genius.